If there's anything hitting 20,000 followers on Instagram taught me, it's that success is not what you think at all. A few years ago, I couldn't even imagine having that large of a following, and I understand that there are people who have a much, much bigger following than 20,000. But if I think about standing in front of 20,000 people and doing that every single day, it puts it into perspective. It's a lot of people. But when I look in the mirror and I look at myself and I ask myself, do I feel really different than I did when I had 2 followers? The answer is no. Of course, it's cool seeing the results come in, seeing followers come in, seeing a video go viral. It's awesome. It's a cool feeling. But success, the feeling of success, it fades so quickly and you adjust to it so quickly. So, is this me saying, hey, there's no point in going for success? Well, if you know me at all, you know that's not true. You know that's not who I am or what I stand for. So what am I saying? I think it's time for all of us to take a new look at success and redefine it. What does that mean? Well, a lot of people put value on money, status, climbing up the ranks, right? Who are you dating? What car are you driving? How big is your house? What job do you have? Where did you graduate from in college? How many degrees do you have? The list goes on. And I'm challenging you to start looking at success like this. I don't know if you can tell, I'm pretty tired. I've still not gotten over my jet lag. I flew over to Germany a couple of days ago. Ja, ich kann auch Deutsch sprechen, but that's not what this video is about. I am still adjusting to this new time zone. I'm still adjusting to the new part of life that I'm going into. Got a lot of uncertainty. Don't know where I'll be playing professional basketball next season. Major blessing that I can say that I am playing professional basketball. Just don't know where yet. So navigating that process, it takes some energy. Training for that process takes some energy. And then, obviously navigating the newfound success on Instagram. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes some focus that I didn't really apply to social media in the years past. I actually never thought I was going to be some kind of influencer. I always kind of dreamed of being a YouTuber, doing what I'm doing right now, but in a different way, making funny videos, maybe making some gaming videos, not just sitting here and sharing my raw and I'm not going to say innermost thoughts, but deep thoughts. I never thought that. I never thought I would be open enough and at peace enough with myself to do that. And that is success. Doing things that you wouldn't have done a year ago. Doing things that require you to grow. Require you to step into the place where it's uncomfortable. Step out of that comfort zone and become something more than you are. That's success. Showing up for you every single day. Because all the other stuff, the money, the fame, everything that everyone chases, the status, the jobs, right, the symbols, that's mostly for other people. It is really, really cool for just a little while. But the stuff that lasts, it's me getting those messages saying, hey man, I'm so glad that you're making videos. It's been awesome watching your videos. The messages I get saying, your videos are helping me to learn German. Because on Instagram, I speak German, I speak English, I switch between the two. Let me know if you feel like I should do more of that here. I don't know. I like just this kind of speaking in English, getting my thoughts out there. I feel like it's accessible to more people, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you feel like I'm missing something, and I'm open to that. But that's another part of success. Learning, growing, expanding. On Instagram, I made 400 videos just strictly in English. Not one German word spoken. And didn't reach too many people, especially not compared to now. We've reached 1 million people within a month. Gained, I don't know how many followers in the last couple of days. It's unreal. And like I said, I'm not here to discount success. I'm not here to make you feel like success isn't worth going after. But I want you to know by the time you're done watching this video, or maybe it's going to take a couple more videos of mine for you to realize that. I hope not. I hope you can click off this video and feel like, hey, I understand what success is for me. I understand how I need to show up to feel good about myself. Because for me, it's this. It's being tired, having had a long day, and still saying, you know what, I'm going to show up for YouTube. Even if nobody watches, even if 5 people watch, even if 50 people watch, even if 5 million people watch, I'm going to show up. And I'm going to let that be the success. Everything else is just a bonus. Me playing the game of basketball, right? It's what I would do anyway for free. The fact that I get paid, the fact that I get awards, the fact that people look at me and want autographs and want pictures and want to do all of this stuff, that's a bonus. None of this is promised. None of this, yeah, I mean, people talk about deserving it. You're not always going to get what you deserve. But if you start to see these moments of you showing up every single day as success, me saying, hey, I'm going to go on an outdoor court. I don't have access to a gym. I'm going to go on an outdoor basketball court, even though I've played 7 years of professional basketball, and I'm going to work on my game. That's success. Showing up when no one's watching. That's success. Everyone sees you at the top of Mount Everest. Everybody sees your name in the article. Nobody's there with you on the mountain. Nobody's there in the moments where you're thinking about turning back. Even if they're there on the mountain with you, they don't know how many times you thought about turning back. Only you know that. How many times do you think I thought about turning back on this content thing? How often do you think today I thought about not making this video? How many times, even though I have so many followers and so many people reaching out to me pretty much now on a daily basis, telling me to continue going with this content stuff, how many times do you think I've thought, man, I'm just going to stop? You're going to have that gremlin in your mind trying to convince you that what you're doing is worthless. And no amount of success is going to change that. No amount of anything is going to change that. That's going to be there every single day. That's the battle that you win every single day. That's the success. The alarm hits, you're tired, you don't want to get up, and you do it anyway. And you start your day and you get something done. That's success. You build something that you can share with the people you love. That's success. Somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, you made my life better. One person. That is success. The millions of views, the millions of dollars, the anything, you name it. All a bonus. You can't enjoy that stuff unless you understand the success of climbing the mountain. Climbing for climbing's sake, not climbing it just because it's a mountain that everybody wants to climb. Not climbing it just because if you think if you climb it in a certain amount of time, you're going to become famous, or you're going to be rich, or you're going to be a celebrity. No. Climbing it because you love to climb. Showing up for yourself every single day is success. I'm reading a book on it right now. It's called The High Five Habit. And all it talks about is you bettering your relationship with you. That's all it talks about. This entire book talks about, and obviously I'm not done with the book. Maybe it goes into other topics. But so far, all it has talked about is bettering your relationship with you. Let me know if you've read that book. Let me know if you've heard of that book. Let me know if you've heard of Mel Robbins, The Let Them Theory, High Five Habit. Been loving her stuff recently. If you don't know her yet, check her out. If you are Mel Robbins, say what's up in the comments. If you're not, you can also say what's up. But yeah, you building a better relationship with you is the only key. You're the only person you're going to spend every moment of your life with. So you have to be happy with you. And in the moments where you're unhappy with you, you have to figure out why and take steps to right that. If you're not spending enough time with yourself to be able to answer these questions, then you need to make time. Because if you don't, let me let you in on a secret. If you make this external world, if you make all this stuff happening around you more important than you, life is going to force you to spend time with yourself. There are going to be illnesses if you're an athlete. There are going to be injuries if you're not an athlete. There are injuries, accidents that force you to spend time with you. And I've seen it happen. It's happened for me. Times where I was moving a little bit too fast and life said, hey, pump the brakes. You still have to spend time with you. You still have to be happy with you. You still have to, no matter how far you make it, you have to be able to accept you. I'm out here, middle of the night, almost whispering to you, getting this video out. Because I made a commitment to myself, and that means something to me. I want to be able to look myself in the eye every morning, look myself dead in the face in the mirror, and know that we're in this together. When I see myself here on the camera screen, I want to know, hey, this is a man I'm proud of. This is a man that I would like to be like, who I want to spend time with. And you can say that sounds arrogant, you can say that sounds self-centered, but in the end, if you don't feel that way, you're not being humble. You're destroying yourself. I'm going to say that one more time. If you don't feel like, when you look in the mirror, that you're somebody that you want to spend time with, that you're proud of, you're not being humble. You are destroying yourself. And if I didn't tell you that, I would be doing you a disservice. I'm going to be here every day. If you want to be here with me, you know how to. I would love to see you around more. I'm glad you spent the time with me today. I'm glad I showed up for myself and for you today. And I challenge you and encourage you to do the same. It's starting to rain. Rain's always a good sign, but it's also my cue to get inside. So always remember that the best is yet to come. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or I'll see you on the next video, which you'll find right here. And the option to subscribe and continue doing this thing together is right here. I'll see you wherever you choose to see me next.